as long as far as I know, I feel like they've banned some of these like weirdo IRL streamers, but for the most part, they've been okay, as far as I know.
They bring them back. It's weird. I think they got like a publicity stunt where they ban them and then they bring them back. It's really strange.
The ban is like 30 minutes long.
Yeah, and then they bring them right back, and then they tweet about it.
What kind of ban is that?
And I'm like, I'm convinced they got like some kind of marketing scheme with Drama Alert or something like that, where like they'll ban Neon for like a day, and they're like, oh, we brought him back or whatever.
Neon, Neon's in prison. Oh, just kidding. He's not in prison. No, yes, he is in prison.
Yeah. I don't even know.
Hey, let me tell people out there, if you're gonna go to Saudi Arabia, you better read a book.
Yeah,
you better understand.
Dubai, but similar laws.
Yeah, well, like you can't be
UAE. Sorry.
Well, apparently,
UAE.
Apparently, he died in a flood.
The rain because they were seeding the clouds too much.
He died in a flood. Is he alive? Who knows, bro? At this point, like,
but
they overseeded clouds, which is a crazy thing. If you had uploaded a video on YouTube 5 years ago about cloud seeding, you probably would have got banned and been called a conspiracy theorist. But there's so much money over there. That's what's led to the flooding.
Yeah, it was actually self-created, the flood.
Really?
From their own machines.
I did not know that.
Yeah, bro. The world's ending, man. I'm telling you.
Wow.
Oh God.
Yo, and you know,
they have so much money that they make it like they schedule rains like once a week there.
Yeah,
because they have money that Americans would never even understand. Like there are like probably trillionaires there.
Yeah,
and they seed the clouds. They overseeded the clouds. They created too much rain. And when you live in a desert, the water does not drain off. So then they ended up. I'm sure this is really interesting to the viewers, but they did that stuff to themselves, which is kind of hilarious.
Interesting. You know, and the other thing you mentioned, right? Like if you had talked about a certain cough, jab, etc. a couple years ago, right? They would ban you for misinformation. But now, right? What's going on in the news? Oh yeah, it's a flu. Oh yeah, it's not that serious. Oh yeah, you don't need to get a jab. But now, there's creators that literally got banned and got strikes for that, and like they're not reinstated.
Right, they never got reinstated, which is the crappiest part about it.
Yeah,
I understand that you don't know for sure, and there are a lot of people even like, I don't know, like I don't mean to be like I don't want to bring up direct politics, but Trump. People hold that against Trump, like Operation Warp Speed. Gotta ever go with the jet? Like people forget that was Trump.
Yeah,
and like I feel like people around then were doing what they thought was right. But there are a lot of people like Dr. Robert Malone, and there were many other immunologists who spoke out against it. And I'm not trying to get you guys in hot water with YouTube, so I won't go too specific. But anytime anyone spoke negative, like they were just banned. And then even when the science TM updated or changed, these people were not unbanned, and that's why new tech is so important, because Rumble never did any of that. Rumble wasn't banning anybody, and BitChute, Odyssey, X now under Elon has been better too.
Yeah, Twitter used to be really bad before Elon. Like they would ban you for anything, bro. That's why I didn't use it for a very long time. And then once Elon took it, I was like, all right, I'm gonna make an X account, and almost 100K in just a few months. So it's been good. I like X. You're able to say things. I kind of use it for my news too nowadays. Like I don't even look at like mainstream media news anymore, because it's like
it's wild,
ridiculous.
You're like I'm like addicted to. Like I wake up and like the first thing I check is that. It's kind of embarrassing. I'm like, oh no,
me too.
Okay, what happened?
I feel your pain.
Like
me too, man. Used to be IG thoughts, but now it's X.
Yeah, I used to do Drudge Report for a while, and then like now it's just like X. I open up X. I'm like, okay, you guys do what, 3 days live?
Yeah,
So I do 5 days, and so like it wears you down. Like I have to wake up and be like, okay, what went down last night while I was sleeping, and try to create that content. And I do want to mention, if it's okay, that we did talk off stream a little bit about.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, about some of the stuff, and I think if people were excited for some sort of screaming match, that already happened. They also gave me the N-word pass, which was cool. That was nice of them.
All right, Jeremy, you got it for 1 hour. You got it, buddy.
Yeah, just 1 hour though. So I'm gonna pick my spots. But I do want to say that, like, while the kind of like dunking on horror stuff I don't love, I did dig a little deeper into some of the content you've put together, like in terms of bringing on financial advisors and things like that. And I think that is really, really good for, you know, for single men and or married men, really. And I think we're both galvanized, or we both agree that, you know, men need help. We were talking pre-stream a little bit about, I don't know if this is the exact number, but it was a number that was told me, like 40% of men are not interested in getting married. And I'm like, damn, like that's,
yeah.
I don't know what that does to society in 50 years. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what it does. Play that clip, man.
Yeah, it was a clip. You let him hit it. Third girls and the single moms. Yeah. You know, and you know, we say that, you know, obviously joking and everything else like that, like, because our thing is like, right, we're really against marriage by the state, but I'm not against marriage if you're gonna do it where you and her are getting married, the state is involved, she can't take you to the cleaners financially for alimony and everything else, then cool, because I do genuinely believe that the nuclear family is the backbone of the United States and is the backbone of any thriving society, right? Is being a family 100%. Man, having kids and having a wife. My thing is, I'm just concerned with how we do it now with the church being involved. Excuse me, not with the church, with the state being involved. If you do it through a church, even better. You do it through a masjid, cool, whatever you want to do. But my thing is just like, with the way marriage is now, where the state's involved, I just tell guys, you got to be wary, man. You got to be careful.
It's a weird thing because, you know, I've been married to the same chick we were dating in high school. So like, I've been out of the game so long. I mean, obviously, I'm super attractive and can just slay any bitch I want anytime I want.
How long you been married for, Jeremy?
Almost 20 years, dude.
Holy
I got married in 2008. So 15, 16 years.
Wow. Congrats, man. That's a huge accomplishment.
Nigga, how old are you?
Yeah.
He's 40.
Well, yeah. I mean, she was with me when I had nothing, and so she's you know, she was a big reason. I got very lucky, and I know that not everyone has that same luck, especially as, you know, I've got friends who are in their mid-30s, are decent earners, and they've just like, what would you say? Let me ask you both this, okay?
Yeah, sure.
They're in their 30s, you know, decent-looking guys, no debt, no kids, high earner, totally checked out, not interested in getting married. What am I supposed to do? Like, I have friends that I'm like, come on, man, like, what are you doing? And they're just not interested because they're so afraid to. I don't know what they're. I actually don't know. For the long time, I was like, "What, you gay?" Like, I mean, like, it's cool, like, whatever. But I noticed that that's like an epidemic of these people, and I assume that you're more plugged into that than me.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a combination of things, man. I think it's a combination of the internet, video games, pornography. You know, a lot of guys just pay for sex and, you know, tell her to leave after the fact. Like, it actually, when I came to Miami, right, it really shocked me, like, how many guys like just pay for escorts and shit. It's like really, it's like a very common thing among guys. I think all that, and then on top of the Me Too stuff going on, and then the fact that like more guys are waking up, right? Like, I think it's good that like red pill information is getting out there and guys are kind of waking up, because I look at it like this. I look at it like it's just the truth, right? Some people look at it like, oh, it's, you know, being a dickhead to women. No, it's simply just understanding the truth, right? That's how I look at the RP, whether it's through finances, through girls, through dating, whatever it is, looking at the world objectively with, you know, geopolitical stuff. I just look at it as just being aware of how the world really works, right? You can put it in many different frames. People might not agree with me on that, but that's fine. But what I'm saying is that when you add all these things in combination, right, with how marriage is set up with the state, pornography, the way women behave, how the Me Too generation, etc., how guys take on so much risk when they get married nowadays, I think that's why so many guys are checked out, is because it just brings way more risk than benefit to a majority of men nowadays. And I think, you know, guys, they're just opting to just like get out. And then on top of that, like, let's be honest, girls are more selective now, right? So like women look at it like, okay, thanks to Instagram and the internet, right, where it's benefited guys, where they're able to like kind of just like whack off to porn and just chill. With the women, they're able to look at guys that are top tier, and so many girls that kind of fall from this Instagram lifestyle. I can't tell you, dude. Like, we need to bring you on one time on a panel with chicks, Jeremy. By the way, we need to bring you out here to Miami, and
I don't know if I can handle all that.
No, you gotta, and I'll tell you why. One of the things I like to ask the girls, right, when they break up with their guy, and I ask them, did social media play a role in any way in you breaking up with your guy? And bro, it's shocking. A lot of the times they say yes, because they had other guys sliding in their DMs. They had other guys talking to them on dating apps.
Oh yeah,
talking to them on Facebook.
Dude. Yeah. What do you think about this? So I was just having a conversation I was you guys were on Crowder too, and I was on
Shout out to
Crowder
Crowder,
yesterday.
man. Good guy.
Going through it
Yeah,
too.
he's very he's good. Yeah, he's going through it.
Yeah.
So I basically said I brought up like dating apps and social media as really one of the primary, because it creates it commodifies relationships and sexual partners.
Yeah.
So like people aren't willing to put in the work. So it's like, oh, I'll just find another dude. Like I'll just find another chick or whatever. So like people have unlimited options now, and so they aren't worth. Like I try to tell people, I told him what I try to tell fellas is like because my audience is almost exclusively men. Like get in, join like go do something that requires more than one player. Like whatever this stupid pickleball thing is. I know it might seem lame, okay, fellas. Like I don't get pickleball, whatever, but chicks
What's
play
pickleball?
it who
Oh,
aren't
okay.
online, who aren't terminally online, or bowling or darts or horseshoes or whatever whatever is popular in your area. I try to tell guys like get involved in stuff that isn't online. What do you think about that as far as advice?
No, for sure. I mean, a lot of young guys, and I've kind of noticed this, right? So like I would say, because I'm 34, I know you're like 40, 41, Jeremy. Like,
Yeah.
Our generation was really the last generation that like understood what it was like to go outside and talk to people and shit. But like these people that are born in,
buying
like,
a girl a drink.
yeah, dude,
Yeah.
the late 90s and early 2000s, dude, they're on different type of timing, man. These people grew up with
Yeah.
like iPads and shit like that, and they don't remember AOL dial-up internet and, you know, being outside. Like, so a lot of people I've noticed that are young, especially guys in the 20s, like they'll come up to me and say, "Hey, Mark, can I get a picture, whatever?" And even when they talk to me, their tonality is kind of fucked up. They're shaky when they speak. They don't really. There's not conviction behind their words. And in my head, I'm like, damn. Like if you talk to a girl, and she listens to you speak, she wouldn't be
No
sure of you
shot.
either. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know. And
Yeah.
then another thing too, I'll say is that I think social media negatively impacts women more. Right? Controversial take here.
Yeah.
And the reason why I think it impacts women more is because with women, right, they kind of have they have a proclivity to kind of look at the grass is always green on the other side, and I can do better because girls are always looking for the best option. So the internet gives them an endless plethora of men that are better options, and the grass is greener on the other side. And then they're comparing themselves to other girls, whereas like with guys, a regular dude can't compete with these guys on Instagram and these men that are hitting these girls up, man. We got girls that come on the show that are like fucking fives, dude, that have like had sex with Future and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like,
Yeah,
it's
but
crazy.
guys, that's the craziest thing, dude. Guys, high value men will bang a waitress.
Yeah.
They're different. Women aren't like that.
Yeah.
Like a guy
At all.
like Jeff Bezos will get married to a waitress. Guys they have different value systems.
Yep.
Girls are like, you know, what's your 401k look like? What's your credit score? Fellas are like, oh, I can get down with this. Like, you know, like it's just
Slow
it's
Tuesday.
different.
Yeah, I mean,
No, absolutely.
even like, for example, social media itself, like you said earlier, look at what's happening now. People are being exposed. People are being, like, for example, put out there for dating women in privacy. So it's almost like if I'm a guy watching this, I'm like, damn, if I talk to a chick or even like try to smash, I might get exposed too. You never know.
Yeah.
You
It's
never
crazy.
know, bro. And then marry her, divorce, kid, it's a lot, bro. for a
Yeah,
guy.
it's just you take on an enormous amount of risk, and there's not much upside. So I think a lot of guys are checking out and doing other things. And I think on the girl side, they just have so many options. They're like, well, I don't want a normal guy. Like I think I deserve better because I'm like, you know, I got 10,000 followers on Instagram, and even though she is a 5 in real life, she's able to talk to men that are 8s or 9s
But I'll tell
and
you
get
this,
dates
though.
with these dudes.
They're not happy at all. They're having fun in the moment, but when they get older, when they actually get out of the phase of, oh, he doesn't want me anymore,
Yeah.
it's like they're depressed.
And I mean, for you, Jeremy, like where'd you grow up?
Small town, just small town out in Wisconsin. Yeah.
Okay, so you grew up in a small town in Wisconsin, and then you and
There
your
was
girl-
like 3 hot chicks. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it was not like a huge pool of people.
Gotcha. And then you guys met, and you said you guys been together since. So when? Okay, so you graduated high school like what? Oh, 2000.
01. Yeah,
01?
01. Yeah.
Holy crap. So yeah, bro, like your girl wasn't tainted by social media and the internet at all.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
She doesn't
So
even
it's-
use it.
Yeah,
That's
so-
what I mean. Like, she
fucking
might as well
awesome.
churn butter.
Yeah.
Yo, Jeremy, how'd you get the name Quartering?
It was just it's a call out to like I came up with the name when a lot of hobbies that I was in, like, it's a reference to being drawn and quartered like a million years ago when they would like treat that as a punishment. They put an arm in each leg on a horse and like
Damn, bro, you are old. What the hell?
I remember watching it.
I've heard of that punishment before.
Yeah.
Bro, you said in medieval times they did that?
Wasn't it like a king that used to do that a lot?
Well, there was a king that that did a lot of beheadings. Yeah.
Something like that. I can't remember his name though.
Yeah, King Henry the Eighth, maybe. I think. I don't know.
So the quartering is a punishment where a horse pulls you apart. 4 horses pull you apart.
Yeah. It was supposed to signify, like, a lot of the videos I made were talking about hobbies that I had when I first started out, and how they got politicized, and like you're like, oh, I'm just playing this nerd card game. Like, why do I have to care about trans rights? And then like, so there was like a reference to that crap, like how all that stuff that I was into is getting politicized, and it felt weird and it felt like odd, and so that's how that kind of came about. That's what I started talking about. Some like Antifa guy attacked me because he didn't like words I had to say online. Like, so then this persona was like born.
That was at the conference, right?
Yes, and for the record, he was not wearing a dress at the time. A lot of guys say like you got beat up by a girl in a dress, a guy in a dress. To be fair, he was not wearing a dress at the time.
Okay.
And I did not get beat up by him, but he did attack me. And
like, why did he just like come up behind you, like, and just like
literally?
Why?
So I was at a convention, Gen Con, which is the biggest like gaming convention in the world.
Oh wow!
Is it bigger than E3? Bigger than E3?
Oh, way bigger than E3. Yeah. There's like 80,000 people that show up to this thing.
Yo, we need to go there, man.
Yeah, we do. Now that I'm getting into gaming, which we're going to talk about gaming here in a second. Yeah, I didn't see that coming. We're going to talk about gaming here in a second. Yeah, man. Oh, sorry. Continue on.
E3 was dying anyway.
You'll love Gen Con. It's awesome because if you actually like to play games, then you can play them there. But anyway, there was you know how it is when like, that's why when I see you guys doing a live event, I'm like, man, these guys are crazy. So I was there. It was like my people, you know. So I was like, people like, "What's up, Jeremy?" Blah blah, all day long, right? And it's like 2 a.m. I got my back turned. I'm sitting at a bar, outside like a patio bar, just having my 50th drink or whatever. And some guy's like, "Are you Jeremy for the quarter?" And I turn